not stuck in the past.
Glad to hear it. Let's move on. This could be challenging. I'll get this one. I'll get this one. this one.
Welcome, brave traveler. Though you have walked far and the journey has been hard, you have now arrived in paradise. That'll be 200 shards admission, please.
It's a wonder they recruit anyone for that price.
You wait till you see the entertainment district, then say that. Only watch your heart if you do, Granddad.
I'll give you entertainment when I shove a sword through your neck.
Here, 200 shards.
200 shards to enter paradise. Have a day of dreams, and remember the man who made it all possible. Me.
Tell me about this place.
Like what? What do you want to know?
What do you think I should know?
Right. Okay, so, where do I begin? Do you know about Baxter? Bloody Baxter? He used to be in charge here. Baxter turned the fort into what it is today. Before that, they were just a bunch of ruins, full of scrap. A place to piss in out of the desert sun. But with a vision, a dream, and just a touch of sadistic, overly brutal ass-kicking, Baxter turned a piss pot into a gold mine.
So, what happened to Baxter?
The Duke happened. The Duke and his family. The Duke had the muscle, the connections, the firepower. And that sister of his? Nasty. She had the brains. Found the weak spots in the defenses and brought the Duke's men right in here. So Baxter got out. Fuck knows where he is now. Probably dead under a rock. But things aren't too bad under the Duke's leadership, I suppose. Life can be good if you don't cross him or his people.
Tell me about his people.
Well, there's his twin sister, Nasty. She can handle herself, but I get the sense she's bored in here. She looks after planning and things, but she's restless. Oh, and don't try talking to her unless you have something real to say. She can't stand small talk, or people who don't get to the point. The point being shards, or fighting. Then there's his cousin, William. Plays the big man. And there's his favorites. Chloe, Blake, Big Jim, and Mad Bob. But just don't go calling Bob Mad Bob to his face. When you're talking to him, he's the scrap baron. And you know, they all make shards, so we all make shards. And there's talk about plans. Plans to make the fort something big. What with the Alb attacks and the clerics stealing our stuff, I think we're getting ready to show them we shouldn't be fucked with. So, right, there you are. Does that cover it?
Can you buy ELEX here?
ELEX? Only if you want fuel for your next trip. The Doc's the best chemsmith here. He mixes ELEX into all sorts of things. You can jack it and not worry about turning into an Alb. That Doc, he knows what ELEX should really be used for. Freeing your mind. And that Alb converter is gonna help us all find freedom. Woohoo!
You're not afraid of the Alps?
Afraid? Fuck! I'm shit scared of them. I'm not an idiot. I don't want to die. And yeah, other people feel that way too. They stay away from the converter and the ELEX. Those Alps stuff their converter with everything that contains ELEX, right? So they're doing the work for us. They set the machine up, we take the ELEX. We liberate our minds. That's gotta be what the Duke is thinking. Why else would he let them stay there? He'll wait until that ELEX is ready. Then we'll use our explosives to blast their asses back to Zakor.
And the people that end up in the converter don't bother you?
Screw them! Assholes were dumb enough to get caught. Dumbasses.
The fort. You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
We should be cautious.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
You should go to the camp and adapt.
Yeah.
I have brought you a report from another city.
Yes? Which city did you go to?
I went to the fort.
Good. Then tell me your report on the outlaws.
The fort is well prepared for defense. They're not lacking weapons, and they seem determined to keep what they have.
And their state of mind? I'd hoped the outlaw problem would solve itself by them tearing themselves apart.
They have similar numbers of people to you. It's true that they don't all agree, but their leader, the Duke, seems to have the outlaws under control.
Then I will need to think again about Tavar. I was hoping that they'd implode, leaving us with one less threat. But it seems we may not be so fortunate. Tavar is always safer when it's fighting itself. It leaves them less energy for fighting us. Thank you for your report.
About my support. I don't work for free.
Nor should you. A man must know his value.
Then you will pay me?
You will get paid for the tasks you're given.
You could pay more.
A man should know his value. You will get paid, and you should be satisfied with the rewards you're given. No one will cheat you here. But you should not expect charity.
What do I need to do?
Ask around the city. Help the people here, and they will give a good report of you to the warlord of their clan. Some are overburdened, or are doing things that are not in line with the law. Lend them a hand. and uphold our rules.
And that means...
Don't do anything forbidden by our laws. It is that simple.
Is there anything else that I can do for you?
You seem to take this seriously. That's good. Since I can't pass off my duties onto you, you will have to make yourself useful in another way. The cultivators are constantly bothering me with their requests. That needs to stop. Oh, and Eardor hasn't sent back any reports from the World Heart lately. Find out if he's all right, and if he needs anything. As you can see, there's always something to do here.
I took care of Eardor.
Were there any problems?
None to speak of.
You have proved yourself a friend to the Berserkers with this act. The work Eardor does is at the heart, the world heart, of everything we stand for. It's criminal that we hadn't helped him before. Thank you.
How am I doing?
You helped Eardor. Something we neglected to do. You must do more if you want to fit in here. Earn those pledges, and you will earn my approval.
Follow me.
All right.
That man, he's the one I saw on the mountain. The one that took my armor. So we meet again.
I don't know what you're talking about. What do you want from me?
My equipment, my armor.
Hey, watch the blade. I don't know what you're talking about.
Where are the things you stole from me?
Stole? Stole? Hey, just relax there, okay? We can talk everything over calmly without the need for accusations. I'll get you a drink at the fort, yeah? What do you say?
Give me my armor and equipment back, and I won't kill you.
Shit! Shit! You're him? How did you survive? Honestly, I didn't think I was stealing. I thought it was salvage. I thought you were dead.
happened here? You think Baxter did this?
No, look at the blast marks. This was Alb's.
Fuck. You think they're still around?
Could be. I heard there's an Alb commander moved into this area.
Then let's get the fuck out of here.
You can't run from those guys. They want you dead, you're dead.
All ELEX to the hybrid.
Shit.
Is that him?
Hey man, you can have the ELEX. We'll get out of here.
We're just here to look for this guy. We've seen what we need to, so we can go back to the Duke. No trouble, yeah?
The Duke is irrelevant. All must bow to the hybrid, or die.
You don't want to do this.
The hybrid's will shall be served. Just tell me where my armor is.
Hey, before you start threatening me, remember who you are and where you are. You're an Alb commander. Your own people will want you executed. And so will all the factions if they find out who you are. So calm down and stop drawing attention to yourself.
Who would believe you even if you live long enough to be believed? I want my armor back. You're going to give it to me.
Yes, I got that. But you have to help me first. You see, I've got some people after me. I need some help dealing with them.
Did you steal from these people too?
You were a dead man. You can't steal from a dead man. And surely that's how you want me to remember it. That you're dead. You don't want people to know you're alive.
Are you threatening me?
No. I'm saying we could help each other. You don't need the Albs or anyone chasing you. And I need to get these guys off my back.
These guys who are after you, are they the reason you left it down?
Yeah. And finding your stuff gave me the funds to clear out before they caught up with me. So I came back here into the desert. Seems we're both on the run, hey? Partners in crime? You help me, I help you.
I'm here for my armor.
I don't have it. I sold it off.
Sold it to who?
You have to understand it's gone.
You left me to die after stealing from me. Why shouldn't I leave you to die?
You're an Alb, a fighter, but you don't know the world outside of Zakor like I do. I know how people think.
You think I need lessons in psychology?
Lessons in psychology? Just listen to yourself, man. You don't even talk like real people do. You'll get cheated, betrayed. That's if no one figures out who you are.
I don't need you.
You haven't so far. You've got lucky. You might be an expert in war, Commander, but trust me, out there, you're a beginner. You need someone with a flair for business. Someone who can sniff trouble before you hit it.
Well, good. Let's assume I am buying this nonsense.
Come with me into the fort. That's like the Outlaws HQ here in Tabar.
And when we get there?
You can help me get in. There are some things there I have to sort out, but I'll have a lot of trouble trying to get in alone. It won't take long to get what I need.
What is it you're planning to steal?
Steal? That was just one time, and I thought you were dead. Look, there's some guy put a price on my head. A full contract with my name on it, and I don't know who it is, or why they've done it. I mean, I'm Ray, lovable Ray. Who wants to kill Ray? Well, someone does, and I have to find out who it is before I get a bullet in my head.
And you really don't know who put a price on your head?
Yeah. I mean, no. That's part of what I'm trying to figure out. I mean, I'm Ray. Happy Ray. Friendly Ray. The guy you want at your campfire, Ray. There's not a crew I've worked for didn't want me back.
And yet someone wants you dead.
Exactly. And for what? It's not like I've stolen anything big enough to get someone this pissed with me. Present company accepted.
So you really think I'll forgive you and help out?
Hey, wow. Losing the ELEX has brought out your emotions. But think, I can help you. And I can't pay you back for that equipment if I'm dead. It's in your interest to help me out.
All right, but don't make me regret it.
Hey, people can say what they want about you iceblocks, but there's a heart hidden somewhere under that cold skin. Well, at least a while after you come down from ELEX.
Get out of here before I change my mind.
I am already gone. I'll wait on you at the entrance to the fort. We are gonna do good things together. Just don't take too long, okay?
Excellent.
Offers salvation, protection for all those who give it. A warning to all free people out there. Stay safe in the wilderness.
Nobody was getting through. There was complete chaos on the roads. We're turning around and taking the inland path. They're saying to stick to higher ground in case of tsunami. It's gonna take too much time.
ELEX has seeped into the bones of our world, bones of our creatures, twisting them into new, unnatural forms. If ELEX does this to animals, can you imagine what it would do to you? Look after your DNA. Stay safe from mutation. Stay away from ELEX. This is the Spirit broadcasting from the orbit to bring a warning to all free people out there. Stay safe in the wilderness.
My dear fellows, I am so deeply sorry to keep you waiting. Tonight, she is beautiful.
Desperate times lead to desperate actions. But don't be fooled by the lies of travel. They talk of freedom, of profit, of fun, sex, good times, and beer. But all that Tavar has to offer is chem addiction, exploitation, and a lonely death. Only Kalan knows the way to salvation, and in the Hort, this stronghold in Ignadan, he promises you food, training, protection, and a future. Join us and find yourself. This is me, Herbert, broadcasting from the orbit to bring a warning to all free people out there. Stay safe in the wilderness.
Too easy.
elves and wrecked their converter. The question is, why did we let him build it here in the first place? We'd better be on our guard here. I'll take care of them.
Congratulations! Waiting for the enemy to commit their troops before you revealed the fighting Colossi. It left the enemy nowhere to go. You've shattered their attack.
It was a logical move, and we must remain vigilant. They won't fall for that again.
Nevertheless, the victory is yours. The hybrid must recognize that even the Elexitors speak of you as an equal.
I carry out the will of the hybrid. I am what the hybrid makes of me.
The Elexitors select you for roles they could only give if the hybrid had agreed. ELEX does not allow for emotion, but you should be careful, Commander Jax. There are those who envy your rise in power. They would do anything to have the favor you've won. You honor our people, but there are those who think of themselves.
I serve the hybrid. His will is above all. Someone at the Ice Palace planned this. A faulty raider, a targeted shot. Calyx arriving so fast. The question is, who planned for me to fail? Who?
Get this one.
I'm in. No, I'm not good enough for that.
Good day. Just think, if these mutants keep chasing people up here, we'll soon be able to start our own small town.
What are you doing up here?
Waiting. At some point, those mutants down there will find an easier meal. Then they'll leave, and I can continue my journey.
The mutants down there were too much for you?
There was a whole horde of them when I arrived. Maybe there aren't as many now, but there are still enough to kill me, so I'll wait a little longer for them to lose interest.
So, you're just going to wait up here?
I'm very patient.
How long have you been here?
Only a week or so. But if their numbers keep diminishing at the rate they are, I should be able to continue on my way in another week or so.
What happens if you run out of supplies up here?
I've been fine so far, but you look better equipped than me. Could you take care of those mutants? Then supplies wouldn't be a problem for either of us.
The mutants are dead.
Ah, good. Thank you. Then I can be on my way.
On your way where?
To the search for greater knowledge, and a number of technical items that I'm tasked to find by the clerics.
All right, you can go.
Thank you. By killing those mutants, you've helped me greatly. And yourself to a degree. And I suppose all of Magellan. Except the Alps. Or the mutants. That could prove an interesting statistical comparison to consider while I travel. Well, thank you again. I will continue on with my task.
Why did you come here to the converter?
Why does anyone come here? I came here for the Alp technology.
You want to build a converter?
Oh no, the precise opposite in fact. I need components to help stop the Alps. My observations, and those of others, show that the Alps' power comes from their technology. That and an ability to increase their stamina, pain resistance, strength, emotional resistance, etc. that comes from abusing their bodies with vast amounts of ELEX. It is obvious I cannot defeat them. But you obviously have the skills I am lacking. So why don't we work together? We could both benefit from our different skill sets. I could be useful to you when it comes to technical questions. In return, you can help me avoid situations like this in the future. What do you think? Can we team up?
Tell me about the clerics.
We are the technologically superior of all the cultural and sociological subgroupings on Magellan, apart from the Alps. We believe in Kal Urn, who we serve in the hope of knowledge and freedom.
Who is Kalan?
Kal Urn is our god. He is... Well, we have little in the way of real data, but the teachings tell us much.
Teachings?
Yes, he teaches us about the importance of knowledge. But then knowledge always depends on context to have meaning. For instance, let me ask you, have you ever killed anyone?
Why are you asking me this?
Whatever you do next, I know whether you lied or told the truth to that question. It will help me guess what you will do next. Truth is hard to determine. Now I'm a step closer to knowing it.
You think too much. Yes.
And that is morally wrong. I should be sad or angry. I should not wish to talk to you. And yet, I don't know why you killed that person. And I know most people out here have to kill to survive. Thinking is easy. Finding reliable data is the difficult part. Questions should come before decisions.
You're right. Too many people don't think.
Then I have found my role.
How are you doing, Falk?
It is hard to say right now. Let me think further.
Yes, you can come with me, if you think you can follow my orders.
Yes, I can do that. You will not regret this decision. Together we fight. Together we fall.
I'm not planning on falling, and I can't see you doing much fighting.
Where should we meet if we become separated?
There's an abandoned camp in the ruins to the west of Goliad. We can meet there.
Understood. Meet at the abandoned camp. There is still so much to discover. It will be interesting to see what comes next.
Tell me more about the materials you need.
Certainly. Every component found is another step towards the liberation of Magalan. At least so I've been told. I don't actually know what these components are supposed to do, but the cleric who told me to come here insists it will change the world.
Do you want to start by telling me what you're doing? What components are you looking for?
Yes, I should tell you the full list. We need a sensor module from the converter, a high-performance CPU of the type the Albs use. My research suggests the best place to locate that would be out in the war zone in Abessa.
It sounds like you're collecting the pieces for a drone.
Maybe. I had thought of that. But we also need Garudium. That's a metal found in the comet crater in Ignodon. A hydraulic joint, the sort found in pre-war machines. I should be able to locate that in the scrap piles near the outlaw forts.
A hydraulic joint?
Yes. A Type 702, if we can get one. But anything of that sort will be adequate. And I'll also need a miniature ELEX battery, the sort the Albs use in their raiders.
And that's the full list?
Yes, you'd better save it to your adjutor.
About these components you need.
Yes?
I have the sensor module.
Then we are a step closer. The cleric who sent me to do this will be pleased.
So, you're a cleric?
Me? I am a... what's the word? An advocate.
So we'll need to take these components back to Ignodon?
Perhaps. Or to Tavar. It's all very secret. But I can locate the cleric that sent me. When our mission is complete, I can give you the coordinates. But please remember, this is a secret mission. It was a legate from the Hort that sent me, and he is very knowledgeable. It is my honor and my duty to serve him.
Something isn't right about you.
What do you mean?
Most people remember the name of their god.
God? What god?
The god of the clerics.
Oh, yes. In Cal-Ern we trust. All clerics believe in Cal-Ern. You must speak to my legate. I must follow his instructions. He is a cleric legate from the Hort Monastery.
Sure, whatever you say. Come with me.
You already have enough company. I would only get in the way.
Very good.
You should go to...
Yeah.
Follow me.
Yes. I think it's very risky for us to be here. Over there.
About these components you need.
Yes?
I have the miniature ELEX battery.
An example of how ELEX has revolutionized technology. We might not have the resources our ancestors did, but look what the clerics have achieved since.
This is the work of the clerics?
It is Calern's will. Only the clerics believe in science and study. Only the clerics have the capability to fabricate these things. The technology that has been preserved, the technology that has been designed here, Magdalene must thank the clerics for all of it. The clerics are not to blame for the elves.
You seem pretty certain about that.
Calern's will is to help all through technology. So my legate says. So you will learn when you see him.
Sounds like Kalan has it all planned out.